Mhm. Good morning, good people. Well, things went well getting this thing started this morning. No problemos. My camera wasn't running on some other application, so here we are. Bonk. It is Tuesday, November 5th already. Election day. This is the day we see which way the country's going to go. Whether we're going to be 4 more years of the same trend as happened in Rome about 1600 years ago, or is this going to be something different and exciting? So, good morning, Diana. Good morning, Mamori. Good morning, people. How are you? How is you, as they say? So here we are. It's about 6 o'clock. Here we are in Pahrump or Pahrumpertucky, you choose. West of Sin City and east of Death Valley, right in the middle, George Norrie Territory, Art Bell land, Area 51. Mysterious things happening here. Spooky things, as George Carlin says, spooky language. Okay, so our topic for today, the meme that we're going to talk about. What is a meme? I have to wait probably for Wadabebi. Yes, but what do they want? What do they want? Aha. We're so focused on what we want and how to get it, we don't focus on what they want. So that's what we're going to talk about. But here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is simple: to help our students and interested people on their journey through this life. This is not it. Life is not the journey. There is a destination that we are all headed towards, whether we like it or not, because there's compelling evidence that we have a transcendent soul. Don't have time to get into it, but just think about R.E. Red's real experiences after death. As technology is getting better, our ability to resuscitate people is getting better. And the question is, how is it that people with no brain activity for extended periods of time, how is it they can say, here's what just happened to me? When you have brain activity, that's not possible. And it's especially confusing when you have people who are born blind have that experience, and they talk about things that blind people cannot see. Aha. So our belief is that we have a transcendent soul, and where we go next, the destination, is a function of how our life was. Okay. And in our Christian culture, the old days, the idea was you have to live a good life. You have to work at it. You have to help other people. Otherwise, you're going to go to hell or purgatory. But today, all I have to do is believe that Jesus is my personal Savior, Messiah, and Lord, and that I'm imperfect. I'm like a dirty rag. I'm like filthy rag. And all I have to do is confess my sins. And the second I die, bam, I'm in heaven. So those people, good on you, mate. Good on you, mate. But in the old days, it was no, you had to work at it every day. You had to work to get to heaven every day. You had to not sin. You had to do what Jesus said, which was sin no more. Not, hey, man, I'm a sinner. All I have to do is confess my sins. 1 John 1:9. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us and cleanse us from all, not some, all unrighteousness. Wow, that's a good deal. And if that's what you believe, great. We're not here to change your mind. In fact, this podcast is not for people who are A, saved, or B, successful. This is for the people who are non-believers especially, and or they're not successful in life. And our goal here is to help you on that journey through life in 4 areas: physically, physical fitness and health. You can't exercise your way out of a bad diet. You have to eat right, get the right nutrients. And if you're not, it's because you got something else going on emotionally, probably. You've got outside pressures, and we do things like eat or sleep or not exercise because they make us feel good. Eating some chocolate cake always makes us feel good. Buildings have their businesses boarded up because of elections. Well, tomorrow we'll know. We'll have a good idea. It could be a landslide or it'll be a close loss. So, mental, always be learning. A, B, C. A, always. B, B, C, learning. Always be learning. Right. We get that from Glenn Ross. And finally, so physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, which is the most important part, that is to help us navigate through this world to continue to our destination. We're 6 minutes in. Again, our meme, our theme of today, our meme is yes, but what do they want? Who is this they, this mysterious group that wanders the world? But before that, advice from an 80-year-old. Begin each day with some of your favorite music. Why? Well, from a neuroscience perspective, because it releases neurotransmitters. Who knows? It kind of depends on the type of music, what your favorite music is. If it's heavy metal music, it's going to be dopamine, probably. If it is string music, orchestra music, probably oxytocin, serotonin, definitely. Jazz, probably serotonin. No, probably oxytocin, but it'll be an angel's cocktail of things. So release the neurotransmitters that make you feel good, because all of our feelings come from the release of neurotransmitters. Seth Godin has a good one today. Down below in the worksheet. Where'd he go? Seth Godin. There it is. Kinds of power. There's the James Bond villain sort of power, based on division, dominance, and destruction. This is the short-term power of bullies, trauma, and mobs. Okay, so we're not talking about power today, but power means getting other people to what you want. However, because it is a emotionally charged word, we use other words. So in business, what is the word we use for people who get other people to do what they want? Managers, right? What do managers do? They get other people to do what they want. In the military, what is it called? What are the people that get other people to do what they want? Leaders, right? What do leaders do? They get other people to do what they want. And you can be a good leader, bad leader. You can use the word leader in business, but they mean the same thing. And the ultimate thing is power is getting other people to do what you want. And there's a spectrum of negative and positive. So negative is manipulation, intimidation, coercion, etc. On the positive side, it's motivation. At the extreme, it's self-motivation. And it's easier to get people to do what you want it's easier to do this, but it's limited to the number of people you can use negative power. How many people can you put a gun to their head, right? Not very many. How many people can you self-motivate? If you self-motivate them, well, let's say you motivate them, you're pumping up their tires, right? And they're going to keep going. The tires are slowly going to leak air. You got to go pump that one up, but you could have a lot of people that you motivate. Self-motivating is you get them to pump up their own tires. Right. You give them a book. I'm just saying. You give them a book and say, this has the secrets of eternal happiness. If you read it, you will become eternally happy. You self-motivate the people to read the book because they have a belief that the book contains important stuff, and now you can get billions of people to do what you want. But that is a different topic on our thing. So let's see, Darren Hardy is what we're going to talk about. The ninja move to win any negotiation. The ninja move to win any, what's a ninja move? What is a, where did everybody go? What is a ninja move? Okay, it's kind of a stealthy move that you don't know what's happening until it's got you, right? So what's a ninja move to win any negotiation? And Darren Hardy's answer is give them what they want. Give them what they want. Mostly we get in the habit taking shortcuts, cutting corners, avoiding every step, and we start with, what do I want? What do I want? You've got what I want. How do I get what I want? How do I get what I want? Okay, so Diana begins each day listening to self-motivating music. Boom, good, right, because religion is good. Yes, it's about getting people to do what they want. The things you want are good things, so they meet the categorical imperative. But anyway, not I, when I say I, I'm not meaning me personally. I'm saying we typically go into a thing, we navigate through the world. What is it I want? And how do I get it? Darren Hardy is doing the Larry David flip from Curb Your Enthusiasm, the Larry David flip to what do they want? And the idea is the ninja move is if you give them what they want in exchange for them giving you what you want, or you figure out how to negotiate with them so we both sides get their needs and needs. So here's what they want, minimum, maximum, okay, there's a range, and here's what we want. So what we want to do is this, bonk, right? So what we want and they want are here. This is often what happens. Here's what we want, here's what they want, no deal, or like this, right? But we want this. Ideally, we want this. Wow. Clever. That guy's clever. Okay, so we're 12 minutes and 56 seconds in, and it's 6:13 today. I have a big meeting, a really big meeting in Lost Wages in Sin City with Boxable for a very important project for the state to help people, especially young women who have gone to jail, to leave that life behind and move forward. Also, young guys, so they don't get on this treadmill of jail, 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 drugs, jail, crime, jail, prison, ding, 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 ding. Now they've gone from being a dum-dum to somebody who's not good. They've demonstrated they can't follow the rules of our society. Anyway, that's what I'm doing today. Let's see what else we have on our hit parade. Where is it? Okay, there it is, our hit parade. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do step 1 on our worksheet, the 4-part non-podcast, the 4 things to do outside of the podcast, which is a breathing exercise, attitude of gratitude, review of yesterday, and project into the future. We'll just spend 10 minutes on that. And then cut. Ba-boom, bam. Daily theme, planning. It's simple. Okay, we'll go through that too. And we'll probably leave it with that. Love Thy Neighbor website, volunteers. Okay, so we've got some cleanup to do. And yeah, I think we got it done in less than 15 minutes. Okay, so what do we say now? Do we say hasta la vista, baby? Do we say Auf Wiedersehen? Do we say one of my favorites, Shivas and Shalom, Scotch and Peace? Or do we do the, as Diana is saying, and cut? Diana might remember that from Florence McClure of how we would do the quiet on the set. 3, 2, action. No, action, quiet on the set. 3, 2. And then when they screw the pooch, I would say, and cut. Cut, bunk, bunk.